for the cue, yo. I'm gonna bring you in. What the heck?
Three, two, one.
Good evening, NGO fans. We are back after a small hiatus. Shinwo's here. We got Noop. We got Mugen Ketsuke. Demizu couldn't join us for this one, but we got a special returning guest this Wednesday evening. It is the return of Alex Lexus. What up?
Ew,
This weird ass segue.
Yo, what the heck, yo?
What's up? I'm back. I'm back like the juggernaut bitch, baby. First podcast back of the year, and I've seen some good things happening with the company. So I'm just gonna sit back and let the guys steer the show.
Yo, dead
All
ass,
right,
you
bet.
sounded like a poof for like 2 seconds, yo.
What happened?
You sounded like a poof in The Simpsons for like 2 seconds. I see the let the good back with the company.
Yo.
All right.
All right,
we
I
got
gotta put my phone up.
we got some important gaming news to go over. As everyone knows, Gamescom in Germany. I believe it's still going on. Is it still going on?
Yeah,
About to
it
wrap
is.
up, right?
It's about
Right.
to wrap up, I think, on Sunday.
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna go over Microsoft, the Microsoft Gamescom announcements and presentation. I just want to start off and say that Quantum Break. I saw the trailer last night. Well, the gameplay, and I was actually half asleep watching it. But from what I saw, it looks bananas. Um,
When is the
no,
release date?
like I said, I was half asleep. No, I think it comes out next year.
What the heck?
2015. I think it was
Yeah, they get
2015.
All right.
But initially, I believe that was supposed to be a launch title.
Yeah,
And then
I
it
know.
got pushed back.
Yep.
It got
Yep.
pushed back. So, Noop. I know I shared the video with you today, and I know you watched it. So, so if you can just
Smart
let them
brother.
know, what you thought of it.
Um, graphically I was, but wise I was. It was one of the first times probably since PsyOps that I've seen this kind of manipulation of time and space. It looks crazy. It looks like to a certain extent he's gonna have different manipulations of time to deal with enemies. And it's gonna be very interesting to see. And one thing I did like is I don't know if it's gonna be like this in the final version, but when he was manipulating time, he had this little meter and it was
Mhm.
refilling really fast.
Mm.
And that's one thing that keeps the game good is when you had those powers and you can use them frequently rather than infrequently. But
Or it could have been just for the demo though. It could have been
yeah,
probably just for that demo
or
game.
probably a later part in the game. They usually do that.
Right.
But yeah, it looked dope, man, and I can't wait to play that though.
Yeah. Mugen Nelson, what were your thoughts on it?
I thought the game looked pretty decent. It took a lot of elements from the different games though, but I haven't seen like the extensive trailer because I'm still based on the E3 version of the trailer, not the 8 minute live gameplay of it.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
not really like that up to date. But I saw like clips and little still shots of it. I mean, it looks like I said, it looks good, but I don't know if that many people is gonna be like on that game as much as like Halo 5 or
Right.
the new Uncharted
I
and
think
stuff.
I think it'll have its own, small niche, small market. But like you said, compared to these other games that are coming out, hopefully it doesn't get overshadowed. But
Yeah.
we shall see.
Can
Alex Lexus, absolutely. I left you
Yes.
last on purpose on this
I
one.
wanted to chime in on this. Now,
Go for it.
in terms of the element of manipulation of time,
Hmm.
I think that those are elements like I know that's the core aspect of this game, but other games do it like, the Xbox Live arcade game Braid. You also have Lords of Shadow 2 where
Hmm.
you get the DLC when you're playing at Alucard and he can manipulate time. But I take that this game is taking it to another level. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
just the fact that hey, you can move through the glass and all that stuff that
Yeah.
they were showing in that Vaporware demo E3 about a year ago is just something where we're only seeing the iceberg. I'm pretty sure like that meter that Noop was talking about, maybe over time you can build that up. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because usually, like the games or the demos will let you have all the powers, and then when you start the game, it's gonna be like, hey, I can only hold the time for this, like this. So who's to say that hey, you can only do like at Groundhog's Day, like let's say you get to one point and then you
Hmm.
learn what you need to do and then try to avoid some of that. We don't know, but we have to
Right.
wait till the game comes out. But I'm actually pulling for it. And you see, remember what I was saying before I left for duty, where these
Call of
exclusives.
Duty. Call of
You,
Duty.
you for real? For real?
Go
You
ahead,
see,
yo.
these guys already started. But the thing with the thing with this game is like that aspect I think is gonna be explored in a different way. And with the Xbox One, I have a PS4 sitting right here. Haven't used it yet. It doesn't really have
What?
the exclusives like the Xbox One. You know what I mean? And even if the system being inferior in terms of power, look at what Quantum Break is pushing out visually. You know what I mean? Now, to me, that looks like the true next gen game. But that's my stand on it. So Shinwar, you could take.
Yeah, no, there was one part in the gameplay demo. He was like shooting a time bubble, and then the guys would get caught up in it. And like when he shot his gun, dude, you could see like the bullets or the lasers, and you could see it like the trail of it. And then when time started again, they just hit the guy, dude. That was pretty sick. I thought
It
that was
looks
pretty sick.
like they took something like the Matrix and actually put it into a game. Like
Yeah.
the visual aspects that now that can be achieved with these new systems, all they have to do is just push the realm of creativity. You know what I mean? So let's see what this Quantum Break's about. Hell, whenever they do the pre-order for that, it looks so good that I'm gonna make
Mhm.
sure I pay it off or just download it onto Xbox One.
Yeah.
So
Um. This is a game that I've been pushing for when I first seen it. I was like, looks pretty good. Sunset Overdrive. Um, I think that this game, you know what? Remember the original Xbox? Remember that game? It was a party game. They had like the guy was like in a sphere, and like he was moving in the
Yeah,
sphere. Y'all don't remember that? I
I know
forgot
what
what it
you're talking
was
about.
it
called.
was
I
four
Was
forgot
it?
what.
players, right?
It was four
Yeah,
players.
I
Yeah.
know what you're talking
I'm
about.
talking about
I
Fusion
think I have the
Frenzy.
disc
Fusion
somewhere.
Frenzy.
Yeah,
That's
Fusion
Fusion
Frenzy.
exactly.
Frenzy.
Uh
I
huh.
just I get like that type of vibe, like it's a party game. Like you
Yo,
just
what
go
the
out
heck?
there. What is this?
Oh, for real? Really? You know what?
Look
Don't
at
make
his
me pull out
face.
that 9mm. Hold
Look at
on.
his face. Look at his
Get like
face.
yo. What the heck? I thought he slapped the camera, yo. I just saw it like.
All you see was. All right, yo, chill.
Yo, what the heck is this?
All right,
Yo, first on the locks and all that stuff, and
all right,
yo, D
all
block.
right. All right, going back to Sunset Overdrive.
Uh,
They talked more about it on the Gamescom Microsoft announcements and presentation, and it just looks really good. The customization of the costumes. Even though I wish they would have put like certain customizing of the clothing would give you certain abilities, but I think they said they didn't want to do that. And just for that noob, you're next. What's your thoughts on Sunset Overdrive? This
You
yo,
know
guy,
what?
yo, what the
But
heck? Yeah, that's what he
video.
get for messing with his
There he is.
camera.
There he is.
nah, yo, I'm not. I don't know why, but open world games just don't appeal to me. I don't really like them. I don't really care. I just can't get into them. Like I barely finished Grand Theft Auto because I just feel like sometimes with these open world games, the actual story elements don't take you to enough different parts of the world for you to enjoy it. It's a whole
I
lot
agree with
of
him on that one.
yeah. If I don't get in my car and roam around on my own, I won't find some of these little trinkets out there. And I'm like, I'm not one of those people that just explores. And I know that's the purpose of the game, which is probably why I don't like them. However, Sunset, some of the weapons and the shooting and the graphics, that
Dude.
game looks freaking nuts. And it looks like it's going to be extremely fun with other people.
But I
You know
think
what?
the
Can I
thing
jump
is,
in real quick?
hold on, wait, real quick.
Okay,
Hold
go
on.
ahead.
I don't think the game is taking
Who
itself
called?
seriously. What?
That was my
Uh
phone.
oh gosh. The game is not taking itself seriously. Like you can tell, like
Right.
it's just meant for you to cause chaos and mayhem,
Yeah.
and it's just meant to be a fun game. But go ahead, Alex.
Now, in response to what Noop was saying, a game like that, I know exactly what he's talking about. Some of the open world games, when you have the campaign, you're
Mm,
left alone. You're left to your vices to go out there and just figure it out. Since Overdrive, the multiplayer, you know what I mean? From what I saw in the videos, like it's like taking Fantasy Star Online and taking it to the next level and mixing it with like a Call of
mm,
Duty or
right,
Power Stone. You know what I'm saying? So like a game like that, where Noop doesn't like open world games. If we all, let's say, since the customization is so vast in that game, we can
mm,
like make the whole NGO crew our likeness in the game, and then we can stay organized. It'll make it more fun when you got other people,
right.
to go through the campaign with you.
And I will say, Grand Theft Auto is one of the best and most fun open world games that I played. And I did like the Borderlands series. I didn't get into part two that much, but I love part one. And those are open worlds, but the action was so intense and constant. I didn't even realize I was playing an open world game at times, and it took you everywhere. Like the campaign in Borderlands took you to almost every inch of the freaking map, and that's what I'm talking about. Like now, GTA five, what is this, 4 or 5? I can't even remember. Five. They took you pretty much everywhere, in their campaign, and I appreciated
Mm,
that. But people wanted me to get online, and I was like, I couldn't get into it. But
yeah.
Sunset, we'll come back to Sunset when we hit another topic later. So
All right, Nelson, any thoughts on Sunset?
Game looks good. It's just that it takes a lot of elements from a few of the games like Jet Grind Radio with the whole, skating
Yeah,
around
yeah.
and stuff
oh
like
my
that.
God, oof, I'm about to cry.
He misses that game.
I
Yeah, that's a
missed
great
that game.
game.
That was my
It was a good
favorite
game.
game.
And then it has a lot of wacky weapons. Like if you ever played stuff like Serious Sam or anything like that, it just has like some absurdity, crazy amount of weapons to either like freeze your enemy or
Right.
mutate them or whatever kind of crazy crap that's going on. But I rather wait till the full game comes out because I'm still kind of skeptic on it. But I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Right.
One thing I wanted to add on that, Shinmore, remember Spawn on Dreamcast?
I still got
Yeah,
that
yeah.
game,
This
yo.
game, I already call it. It's gonna have that same feeling as Spawn, but taking it to the next level
I'm about
because
to
that
play
game
it
was
tonight,
mad
yo.
fun.
And you know
I'm
what's
about to
funny?
play
I
that
was looking
tonight.
at YouTube clips last night about that. They need to redo that or bring it back. They need to do a remake or
Because
just
that
just
was an
just port
arcade
it
game,
over.
wasn't it?
It was
Yeah,
an
it was an
arcade game.
arcade
Yeah, and then you
game.
And the
had the
prop
four machines and stuff,
and
and you
the
had the two
problem with the
controllers.
Dreamcast version was that it was only one analog stick. Imagine if it was two analog sticks where you can
Mm.
control a camera.
Yep.
Like that, yo, that'd be crazy. But
Okay.
It's funny,
moving
yo.
forward, this is an interesting game. I got into it. I'm a big race car driver, but I like PGR. And Alex put me on what was that game? That
Split
Wolf R.
second. Yo, I want my revenge with Wolf Jackman, yo. Hold up, yo, he kept coming after me in that game, yo. But I have to say, that game, and remember when I put you on it?
hmm
It was like Burnout fused with like some game show or whatnot. I mean,
This
those types of racing games are
motherfucker
awesome, yo. It
ran.
was good stuff.
Yo, they need to put out a sequel to Split Second, but we're not talking about Split Second. We're
Yeah.
talking about Forza Horizon 2. Now, well, I know what.
Yeah.
Yo, what the hell is this? Yo, it's different.
Yo, he got the camera shaking too.
I
Like,
can't with this guy.
yo, pull him over, give him a ticket,
Wow.
yo.
And let me tell you, when I saw the Forza Horizon 2 demo, it looks real good. Looks real good. And you're basically driving around basically the entire country. And I think they said like 1,000 people can be like in one room or something. Like you're just interacting with your friends and other people and just driving. And they got multiple challenges in it. And I was impressed. I'm not a big Forza person, but from what I saw, I was very impressed. So Alex Lexus, did you see the video?
No, I haven't seen the video yet, but I was looking at literature from IGN and Kotaku and whatnot. And one thing I will say about that, it takes with that open setup with the 1,000 people in one room, which is essentially like one giant lobby.
Right.
What I see happening is like Burnout Paradise. It's gonna be like, a big thing where you could just hook up with people, and it's more realistic. So those of you who are into like sport tuner racing and that illegal stuff that happens here in Jersey and where I was
Hold
down
on,
in Texas
hold on.
and stuff, is it'll give you that simulation feel like, hey, you know what? I need to drive out to Elizabeth and see where the guys are at, or go to Newark, or go down to 1 and 9. You know what I mean? It'll be one of those things where it's trying to give more of like a realistic touch to it, as opposed
Right.
to, hey, menu, get into the race and go. Now you actually
Yeah.
have to get to those places. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. And I love racing games, Shinwar.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that I can find myself diving into.
Yeah. It looks good. Nelson,
Um,
Forza.
I'm trying to see something about the idea that they're doing with the game, because it has been copied. I can tell you that right
By
now, because there
by the
has
crew.
been no older game.
What game?
I just can't remember the game. It was either on PlayStation 2 or the
Ridge Racer. Now go ahead.
no,
Yo,
or like
$599 US.
the beginning of like the 360 era. Oh, Test Drive Unlimited. Test Drive Unlimited did the
They did
exact
that?
same shit that's happening right now. You get to
But I
open
thought
world.
Burnout Paradise did that first.
No. You get
Or
a
it was one of the Need for Speed games had that. I think Underground 2 or something like that. It
no,
was
no, no,
one
no,
of
no,
the.
no.
Speed Underground, one of the first open world racing
Nah, but
Yeah.
Test Drive Unlimited
and Midnight
was
Club.
like ridiculously vast, and you could just jump in there at any time, join, race whoever, or just like bullshit around. But I think it was only limited to like 10, 20 people at the time or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but right now with Horizon 2, it's expanding it to like you say maybe 1,000 per lobby or
Yeah, I think they said
whatever.
like 1,000 or
Because
something.
of the servers, the Xbox One servers, like you can have more people in the games. Remember how they pretty much quadrupled how many people can essentially or potentially be in a game. So
Right.
that
Right.
they're taking advantage of that.
I mean, but my take on it is like I bought Forza 5 and I sadly returned it back because the game wasn't appealing to me as much. So I don't know if I'm
Right.
actually going to be interested in it, but the amount of attention to detail and the amount of content that they're promising for the game itself is like vast. So
Yeah.
I actually can't wait to see like what it does when it actually hits stores though.
Yeah. And at the other game, before we move to Noop, so he can wrap this part up. The Crew, and I don't think the Crew did well, did it?
Yeah,
Well, you
Um,
know
beta
what?
came
Can y'all
out.
fill me in on the Crew, because that's one of those games that I missed while I was gone. Like, what system is it out for? And
It's not out yet.
It's not out yet.
no.
No, it's basically an open world game, but it spans the entire United States. You can literally drive from the East Coast to the West Coast. It's scaled down, but like let's say I'm in South Carolina. Let's say I want to drive to California. In the game, I might literally have to drive for like 3 hours to get there.
Hmm.
So granted, it's
okay.
scaled down,
Got
but
it.
that's dope though. And it's like the entire U.S. is just open. So
Ah.
it's crazy.
If they have a demo for that, I want to see how that
It-
concept works, because that's the first time I've seen or even heard of something like that being attempted. So that might work out.
Yeah.
They had a beta for the game for quite some time. And I think it's like they actually closed it so they can finish the progression of the actual game. But it's been out. There are videos, the people who have streamed it and stuff like that, so you can just check in previous archives and.
Oh, I should snap this. All right, you know what? I'm
Don't
gonna figure
even
out the snap
complicate
thing.
shit. It's
I'm
after
still
it's
learning. I'm still
over.
learning.
Yeah. Okay, Noop. Your Forza Horizon 2 perspective.
Well, first of all, and always tease me because I bought Forza 5. Get y'all. But anyway, Horizon. I didn't get the first Horizon because graphically they used a different engine and didn't look as good as Forza. And again, I don't like open world games. It's an open world game. However, Horizon 2, oh, it looks beautiful. I'm actually ashamed to say this a little bit, but I'm so excited for the Forza and the racing that's coming to Xbox One. I'm really debating getting the official Thrustmaster racing wheel.
He said,
It's
"What,
300 and Thrustmaster.
Yo,
It's 300.
Oh.
Shut up!
The Busmaster. What?
Yo, alright, my bad.
It is $330 for this
Wow.
racing wheel.
The
Yo,
Busmaster.
but the game I enjoy.
It wasn't me. It was Jim
Go ahead.
Jackman, yo.
Go ahead.
I enjoyed the racing series so much that to me, you know what I mean, if these consoles last 10, 12 years, I feel like that's a good investment because they're going to keep coming out with games. And like my Xbox, if you never experienced racing with this wheel, which you basically can't find anymore,
What?
this is the closest to the arcade you will ever get. And it takes your racing game experience to the next level. It really puts you in the car. And I really want to build a racing rig. But I have high hopes for the Forza series. I'm a little sad because I think Microsoft had to choose basically between Project Gotham and Forza because they were both coming out like with each other.
They should have
Forza
merged the
being-
games like they did Burnout and Split Second. Like they just and Need
I
for
don't know what
Speed.
they did. Like Project Gotham was more arcade simulation, whereas
Yeah, I love
Forza was your
PGR.
full on. Yeah, yo, they should bring it back. But yo, Forza Horizon 2 is gonna change the game. And once again, that's kind of like I like that game and that series because it's kind of a shot straight at Sony. It's like, hey, where's Gran Turismo? You know, they got their game coming called what Cars Club or something like that.
Yo, I was
So-
about to ask about that, Noop. Like,
Yeah.
what the heck happened to Gran Turismo? Like, it's
They
almost like
dropped
Forza.
the newest one on PS3 and not PS4 because they
Ridge
said they did.
Racer.
they-
Yo.
They said they didn't just want to do a port, and they said they wanted to be a true next gen experience. So I'm assuming Gran Turismo will continue. But ever since Forza came out, Gran Turismo, in comparison, it can't keep up. And like they say, the problem with Gran Turismo has been they've trying to do too much. Like I think the last one you had like go-kart racing, F1 racing. It is just too much, yo. But Horizon 2, I already got it reserved. And I have something I want to bring up at the end of the podcast. But yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. And if you have an Xbox One, get the game.
Yeah. All right. So as we transition from racing to shooters, the Halo Master Chief Edition.
You said the Chief Keef edition.
Keep Sweat Edition.
What? The Keef Sweat edition.
Yo.
we got
The
Halo
R&D
1, Halo 2 Anniversary, Halo 3, and Halo 4. I'm still debating whether I'm gonna get it or not. I
You know you
just
gotta
want
get
the-
it.
Shut up.
I just want the Halo 2 Anniversary Edition. That's
It comes with the game, so you know
I
you
know,
gotta
but
get
I
it.
don't want that. I just want Halo 2.
It's
just
on one
Halo.
disc.
Halo.
It's gonna be on a Blu-ray disc. You know you gotta get it. What?
Blu-ray. Blu-ray. He's still got to get it out fast, yo. Blu-ray. I heard
Nah,
that.
but hey, we all know it's we all know it's gonna sell. They're gonna push it like hotcakes. I mean, you really can't beat that. You get 1, 2, 3, 4. But by the time we got to 4, we started running. And Halo 3, 2, and 1 didn't have the run feature in it, so it's gonna feel so weird. Remember the
not
jumps?
put
You gotta
running-
jump like that. Maybe you gotta
Oh.
jump to get that.
Yeah, you
flag.
be getting shot and you be trying to get away and like jump. And that's
How you not have running in your series until the
No, because
Fourth
Call of
game.
Duty, because of Call of Duty and Battlefield,
true.
like they were
Yeah.
trying to kind of keep up. You know what I mean? Because with Halo 1, 2, and
No,
3
you
didn't
had
have run
running
yet,
Three
right?
on
didn't have
Sega.
run. Nope.
Yeah,
Three
like,
didn't
you
they-
have
had
run.
running on Sega games, yo. Like, come on.
Doom.
Yo,
Yeah.
but I mean, I think that and not to interject,
No,
Shinmore,
go for it.
but,
No, take it.
You see, with Halo collection, I think that they're gonna try to preserve the integrity of the original games.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't think that they're gonna add the run. It would be a nice feature to put in there, but it's gonna change like some of the aspects of like those who are really good in Halo 2 Anniversary Edition, and remember Battle Creek when we were playing Xbox One. What the heck?
No, you said anniversary.
Yo,
Go ahead.
I wasn't gonna say that. What?
I have a heavy tongue. My bad. But yeah, like the older
Ele
games.
Caputella.
Hey, look, English is not my first language. Now you get to freaking hear it.
Stop,
You hear
yo,
that?
stop.
But
Go ahead.
the older games, you'll see some changes. It's gonna be kind of hard for folks to transition back. But
Right.
I think that if anything, for the campaign to see them at 60 frames per second,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it just for that. And then like with Halo 4 with the Spartan thingy, the
Spartan
campaigns.
Ops.
Yeah, Spartan Ops. That
Mm.
me and Noop gotta get caught up on that because I kind of
Yes.
fell behind there. But you see, I
Fell
think
off.
you're
Yo.
getting your bang for your buck, and if it's only $59 and you're getting all those games, you straight.
Bang for your butt. What you say, yo?
I said
He got off screen zooming into his sneakers. Zooming into
Yo, he
his
said
sneakers.
bang for. Yo, look at that sneaker under his couch, yo.
yo, I gotta clean up, yo.
Yo, stop. Yo, sorry.
Yo, I gotta clean up.
Back door. Look at them boots, yo.
He got them boots,
Them
though.
boots, yo.
Them Fast and Furious boots.
Got them gravity moon boots. All right.
I know,
Shut
right?
Now, but hold on, Alex. Remember we played the original Halo at your house on the original Xbox on XB Connect?
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that? And
Mhm.
we tricked the system. Yo, I missed that. Like, cause Halo 1 should have had multiplayer on there, but it didn't come until Halo 2. So it's gonna be good to go back to Halo 1 and have multiplayer in that.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Some of those maps I think were superior to some of the newer ones that came out. Even
I
though that
miss
they were
Blood
bigger.
Gulch.
Blood
Yeah.
Gulch, Battle Creek, some
Yes.
of like some of those old maps are really gonna really be enjoyed by those enthusiasts of the series. So
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm getting it. Yeah, I'm gonna be out in line, or if we could set up something at the Best Buy Theater in Times Square, and do like a launch party with it. Like,
Mhm.
if Nelson, if you're interested, just let me know.
Cool. Nelson. Not Nelson. Sorry, Noop. Your Halo Master Chief thoughts?
Master Beef.
Pass
don't
the
know,
beef.
kinda-
What you say, yo?
Yo. All right.
I feel kind of dumb getting it because I have Halo 1 remastered. I have downloaded Halo 3. I have Halo 4 Game of the Year edition. I will say this: if y'all do this, y'all need to give us all the content, all of it.
I heard
All the
Halo
content.
2 is supposed to give you all the maps in there. So I'm
This needs to come with
assuming
all the
you're gonna get that
It'll
because
probably
it's-
already be in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it should be $60 either. Granted, it's a great collection. It should be like $50, I think, or $40.
Yeah.
But,
But,
you know what? You're paying for the labor though. Like they pretty much redid like the refresh rate on the old games and all that. I'm just saying.
But
You're
let me
right.
tell you,
I'm
that
just
that
saying.
Halo 2 trailer was nice though. That they redid. That Halo 2 trailer was looking real nice though. I can't
But
front.
traditionally, when they do re-releases like remasters, they're not usually full price though. Even if you look, but I mean, you can't go wrong. You're buying four of the greatest shooters ever made. I'm looking forward to it because I know I'm gonna play with you all. And it's good to bring it to
I
Xbox
want to
One.
play with you.
And and I'm glad Microsoft recognizes. See, this is what people are not thinking about. Back in the old days, for you young whippersnappers, consoles had a mascot. Sega was like,
Sonic.
yeah,
He
was
don't even
Sonic,
know.
and I was trying to look at it. Sega Genesis had Sonic the Hedgehog. You know what I mean? When you thought Sega, you thought Sonic. When you think Nintendo, everybody thinks Mario. Sony, they were kind of lost. They had Crash Bandicoot, but then
Yeah.
people were like, what the heck is Bandicoot? And now they've kind of used the Uncharted series and taken that kind of like as the forefront. Whereas Xbox, they were like, But when they came out with Halo, Master Chief Keef, people fell in love with them, man. And
Yeah.
I know some of you like, why do you keep bringing this game back out? He's like the mascot.
He's
He's
a
like
mascot.
the forefront of Xbox. So
Yeah.
they're bringing him out, and they're giving him a fifth game with it. I mean, I gotta give it up to them. Like, for you to be able to drop 5 games with the same freaking character, the same genre, the same style of game, and you're selling over 1 million copies every time, that's a great feat. And I hope the success continues. And yes, I can't wait to get Halo 2 because that's the only one
Yo.
I haven't beaten. I beat all of them except 1 and 2.
Yeah, Halo 2 to me was the best. Halo 2 was the best.
The way it ended,
But,
man, that was
yeah.
crazy.
Don't you
But
Somebody stole it from me. That's why I ain't beat it.
Mugen.
Bastard.
Halo Master
You
Chief.
messed up,
What do you
buddy,
think,
though.
bro?
I think the game is actually going to be worth getting, though the fact that I'm not really still informed of which games support the online feature. From what I'm known and aware of, Halo 2 is the only one out of the four games that actually has online support.
Yeah.
Second thing is they're bringing back the Halo 2 ranking system, so you'll be able to have that on the anniversary collection. Not only that, but they're also doing some crazy shit that I just saw recently called, I think, like the Halo channel, where you
Hmm.
specifically have to do certain things in the game, whether if you have to watch a movie on the disc or you have to play a certain part of the game to unlock content for the other portion of the game and keep going back and forth so you could keep unlocking different ports of actual content.
I can't hear you now.
What?
You're good. No,
I
you
couldn't hear him. He went to that
you kind
Transformer
of blanked
voice. I
out,
couldn't hear him.
but you'll be fine.
Well, I blanked
Um,
out. Hold on.
It was like your last two sentences.
Oh, I was just basically saying like you get content that you unlock from different points of the game, and you have to keep going back towards it.
right. But yeah, definitely be on the lookout for the Halo Master Chief Edition. We all know it's gonna sell, and it's leading up until Halo 5. Another big game that we're waiting for, Killer Instinct Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Nelson, I'm gonna
I'm
let you
salty.
take this. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna let Nelson take this one because I know that's one of his favorites.
Why he smiling, yo?
What was that?
Okay. Basically, the information that I heard just of recently, thanks to Maximilian, who's actually made it easier for everyone to know what's going on.
Yeah,
Apparently, the rumor of you guys hearing about Killer Instinct 2 possibly coming back, it's actually coming out.
yeah, it's coming out.
So you guys who have never played Killer Instinct 2 back in the 64 era, you will get the chance to. Also will support online play. So
Yep.
so good stuff to that. Sad thing is you're going to be paying $39.99 only for TJ and Maya at the
Two
launch.
characters. Yeah,
Not
They,
6, you're only getting
season
2.
pass,
only
man.
two. Yeah.
But the thing is, on the 26th of September, if you buy the Ultra Pack, which is the one that, if you buy, you get like Killer Instinct Classic, not only will you get TJ Combo right off the start, but you will get Killer Instinct Classic 2 with
Two.
the
Right.
online support. And then I think in October 15th,
14th.
14th,
Yeah, it was around
15th,
there. Hmm.
you will get Maya. So she's still being worked on and stuff like that. Also, they have addressed that the Mick Gordon, the lead composer for the new Killer Instinct and the old school one, is coming back
Yeah.
for season 2. And I don't remember the other guy's name, but he was the guy that worked on the outfits for the original Killer Instinct 1 and
Yes.
2.
Yeah.
He's coming
Yeah.
back and working on like the old alternate outfits that will be premiering in the game. And I think that's it. They haven't mentioned nothing about netcode yet because they're still tweaking the jail system and stuff like that. But I mean, the only thing they got left to do is just make Killer Instinct Classic have online play, and you're good.
Yeah. I'm excited for season two, and I kind of like the build up. I'm a little disappointed that for season two we're only getting two characters, but I see the natural progression of what they're trying to do in building the game. We're watching this game being built right before us. The stages look nice. I just hope they put more into the story, like the picture, the endings, and everything. I don't want to spoil it for Alex, but
No, I beat it with Saberwolf, Orchid, and Jago so far.
okay,
It's
and
like stills.
but you
Like,
do know, like, you have to beat it 3 times for the three different endings, and
yeah, I
there's
think
certain
you have to do certain
requirements.
things. Yeah, yeah. That
Right.
I was tracking that.
So I just hope they flesh out the story more, per character in the overall story. But yeah, I can't wait for season two. Definitely refreshing, for the fighting genre. Alex Lexus, what are your thoughts?
Now, here's my thing. I'll tell you guys, I love Killer Instinct. I was very happy. It was worth the wait because when I got the Xbox One of Afghanistan, those of y'all that saw my unboxing video, and they were blocking out like consoles because they said something about the bandwidth. Those who wanted to talk to their families, they wouldn't be able to Skype, so they blocked Xbox, they blocked PS4 or whatever. So it was worth the wait because the game feels tight. You know, it was worth the investment to get the Ultra Pack, and I'm still learning the game, the auto doubles, and so on and so forth. And my thing is, if they're gonna be breaking it up into seasons, and you're paying $39 for whatever, that season pass has to be heavy. Because if you think about it, let's say they take Killer Instinct to like 7 or 8 seasons, and you're paying $40 every season, like, man, they're making money hand over
All right,
fist
I
with
don't think
that.
they're gonna go 7, 8
No,
seasons
I'm
though.
just
You know
saying
what?
this.
Right,
You,
right.
you know,
I think honestly it may go to a third season, maybe, and I think that may be it. But
okay,
I could
Well,
be
but
wrong. I
well,
could be
the
but what
wrong.
I'm saying with that though, it's like if they're gonna go that route, and you know Capcom is going that route with Street Fighter Five, they want to make it where the game is customizable and you'll be able to build on that. That's the
Right,
prevailing rumor, you know.
right.
But I mean, Killer Instinct, they for two characters only for season two.
Just to start off
All
season
right.
two.
Now, as long as if I pay that $40, right, for all
Right.
that content, whatever comes out
It's free.
between that time, okay. So
Yeah.
the rumor about Cinder coming back and all the
Hmm.
other stuff, like that needs to be in there. That's my
Right.
only thing. As far as just Killer Instinct itself, man, that's a great game. Very tight, very strong game. And I'm gonna get Demizzle for taunting me and blowing me up, and I don't know how to counter or do that stuff. I got you, Demizzle.
but the thing
Hey,
is though,
calling him
to
out.
chime in
Name drop.
on that, um, they said they're gonna keep making seasons until the game has no more desire to be played. So if fans want to see more of the game, more likely it's gonna happen. It said by the time. Oh, excuse me. It said by the time it hit season 3, they should be done with every Killer Instinct character. Then it's the only room that's left, to be honest with you, is either brand new characters or to bring in characters from different games, like guest characters, I guess you would say,
Mm,
and stuff like that.
uh,
But Alex, no, you're not gonna get cheated out of your season pass. Like first, like at launch, whether if you get it from September 26th or October 14th or 15th, you start out with two characters. Then every month prior on that, you get another character along with outfits and accessories for your actual character, whether it be extra stages or new updates and stuff like that. So you're not gonna get
Okay.
like cheated out just for like two characters and stuff.
right.
Okay. Sweet. Sweet.
A Noob. Killer Instinct thoughts?
I need an Xbox One. I can't say no. I'm
That.
sorry. I'm excited to get it though, and I'm glad they're continuing to bring out, those classic characters. I'm interested to see Riptor when they redo him. I can't wait to see that,
Her.
if they do it. But yeah, I'm glad.
I
Cinder's
foresee
coming
that
back.
all the classic characters are coming back.
But
You know what I
Reptor is
mean?
a girl though, just letting you know.
Yeah, yeah, yep,
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Never knew that.
yeah.
They I forgot the guy's name, but he had stated it at I think it was at
Ken Lob.
Evo. Yeah, Evo. All right, staying along in the fighting game genre, Mortal Kombat X. This recently at a Microsoft Gamescom, well not Microsoft, but at Gamescom in general, Kano was revealed.
Yes.
They definitely updated his look and his features. He has like a mechanical robotic heart now, and I think one of his fighting variations is when he taps it, it strengthens his moves or something. Like it was looking crazy. Like he got cybernetic implants now. So anybody can jump in on this one. I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Time to go ahead, Alex.
That game looks awesome.
It looks good.
Awesome. The ability to use the environment. Like I saw Sub Zero and Scorpion fighting, and Sub Zero's doing some crazy stuff on the tree to
Hmm.
like flip around and kick. Like I think what they're trying to capture is the magic of the first Mortal Kombat movie. You know, remember when Johnny Cage was fighting Scorpion in his lair and all that?
Oh
And you saw,
yeah.
you know what I mean? That kind of stuff I foresee as something cool. Stage interaction, while not as elaborate as Dead or Alive series, it's
Mhm.
gonna present something pretty cool and graphically. And the game supposedly takes place after all the other games. You know, so
Yeah, like
I,
20 years. Well,
yeah.
it's gonna be a span.
Hmm.
The only thing though that we've talked about this before, time in and time out, the concerns. One, first of all, the stage interactions, they got that from Injustice, and we knew that was gonna be in this one. And actually, I forgot the big guy's name. I think it's Tor and somebody else. That's Bane's model. I don't care what nobody says. That's Bane's model. And the fight mechanics. The fight
Let
mechanics.
me say it, yo.
Go ahead.
Let me
Go
say
ahead.
Yo,
Go
them
ahead.
pre-press button combos.
X
Yo,
X Y Y
yo, you
Y
hit
X.
X,
Come
yo,
on.
you hit X X Y Y Y X and just sit there and watch the character move, yo. It's yeah.
Yeah.
There's no.
I
It's like no time in that. Well, the timing is like it's weird. It's a delayed reaction, basically.
Yeah,
You
but they were
know,
saying that it's fluid, and I'm like, well, they said that about Injustice, and I'm like, I don't know.
you know why I stopped playing Injustice? It was too much of a cookie cutter rock paper scissors style play. I could not. I can't play. Like I played it for the story, but I
Right,
still
right,
have the game. But like when it comes to, you can see the difference between a Mortal Kombat game and a Guilty Gear game.
right.
Like you see how Guilty Gear it lets you like Shinor, remember when we were playing that on the Xbox
Hmm.
a few years ago? And
Yes.
it was Guilty Gear X.
Yep.
We were playing and you can just mix up the combos. It's not where it's XXYXX or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
The combos are preset. And then what
Yeah.
that takes away is the okay, Demizel and I play Ken very differently in Street Fighter, right? Because it's so free, it allows you to
Right.
manipulate your combos. Like if I'm playing Sub-Zero and he's playing Sub-Zero, hey, it's first one to the punch to hit that combo, and then you know what I'm saying? And you're
That
like,
combo.
and especially if they're
YYB.
twitchy,
YYB.
the thing is, it's still too rigid. It's still too rigid. Yes, they can keep those combos, but they need to make it more. I hate
Free.
to say it, the Godfather of fighting games, Street Fighter. They need to let it be more like, I don't feel like I'm in a box when I'm playing.
And
And that's one thing they need
it
to look
feels
at.
real stiff at times. And the problem with that is the mocap. Like the frames. Ed Boon, listen to what I'm saying. You need to get away from the mocap.
Yo, why was
That's
he cheesing, yo?
yo. Yo, you don't care. But Noop. Any thoughts about Mortal Kombat X and Kano's reveal?
I love Mortal Kombat because it has, I would say, the number one storyline as far as fighting games. Tekken, I will put second because they be doing some wacky stuff. But Mortal Kombat, the story, you know it's gonna be there, you know it's gonna be fulfilling, and the game is, I would say, quote unquote, good enough. Like, yeah, it could use improvements, but I really feel like a powerful character when I play that game. Like the last one, like when you hit somebody, like you felt it. You could feel the weight of those punches, and you felt like you were hurting that person. And they really stepped their game up to try to keep competing. I just hope that it's as good as everybody's saying it is, because the fighting game genre has gotten extremely strong with this last generation, and with games like Killer Instinct and this new Mortal Kombat, I'm glad to see it continue to grow, and I hope it continues to grow. And I want CVS 3. Thank you.
He had to throw that in there.
Yo,
If Capcom know what they. Matter of fact, just
oh,
a
it's
quick caveat:
win-win.
it's not Capcom. It's the
Is
other
SNK?
company playing
SNK?
playing games with like how this stuff. SNK play more. Actually, it's more or less they're the ones not really wanting to play ball. You know what I mean?
Look,
Capcom
y'all
will
need to
will
do
do
this.
crossovers, but like for instance, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. The only thing holding up that crossover is the fatalities. They don't want to see Chun Li's head get ripped off or whatever. Like yeah,
Yeah.
they ain't trying to hear that. You know what I mean? But I can see a Killer Instinct in Mortal Kombat, but that's another topic. But
All right.
it's
Oh,
SNK
BOA
Playmore who's
versus
actually playing games. So Capcom has offered, but they got to get the rights back to those characters to do it.
Right.
SNK, stop playing. Y'all just need to do that game. Let SNK do the hand-drawn characters like they did for the last King of Fighters. Put them isms
hell
back in there,
yeah.
which are the meters. Oh my God, that game will rule for like the next 15 years. Seriously.
Yep.
All right.
And
Let's just finish up this Mortal Kombat section. Mugen, your thoughts on MK?
Well,
X?
the game right now is looking pretty interesting with the 3 variations per character that's going to be within the game. In my opinion, it's technically like you have Mortal Kombat 9, Armageddon, and Deadly Alliance. Customizations with that, because you can either have Scorpion be on fire the whole time, you can have him where he's more weapons based mobile.
What the
Really?
heck? We got slow jams playing.
I was trying to find out the name of
What
that
y'all
song. But you don't
over
tell me the name of
here?
them songs.
Go on the website and see the playlist. What the heck?
Anywho.
I forgot. People have expensive equipment that actually picks up sound. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
They
but
got an app for that.
Go
We'll
ahead,
talk about that
Nelson.
offline.
but the game so far is looking interesting. I just hope they keep mixing it up with the different varieties of characters. Even though a lot of people from the community do want all the characters to be featured in the game, and this would be like the ultimate version of MK. But I highly doubt that will happen. And real quickly, like random topic to chime in on that Capcom versus SNK3 thing. One, that will never happen. And two, SNK.
What?
His face, yo.
Listen.
What?
It'll never happen. And two, SNK Playmore right now is suing Square Enix right now for a lot of copyright infringement. So they're having a battle with them right now in court.
I heard about that. I'll do some research, and Nelson, we'll probably do it a day like what lunchtime
You said you'll
TV.
make some T-shirts.
Oh, actually,
What?
at the end, I got something for y'all. Go ahead.
Go ahead, good.
All right, so let's talk about
It'll never happen.
Tomb
Nelson?
Raider 2, Xbox One exclusive.
Rise of
But-
Tomb
Time.
Raider.
Rise of the Tomb Raider, but yeah, I was gonna get into that. It's a timed exclusive. He just jumped time.
Ew!
What is this? Hold on, this free advertisement timeout. Yo, hold on. Best
I gotta
Buy.
change my-
Nah, but the Rise of the
Is that
Tomb
facing
Raider
the right way for y'all?
is a timed exclusive for
Includes
Xbox One.
$20
and,
with 20% off.
I'm excited. Oh my gosh, this guy. I'm excited for it. I enjoyed the first one on the 360 and it looked real good. So imagine it on the next gen, which is now current gen consoles. I'm looking forward to the DLC because the DLC for the first one, couple stages, multiplayer maps, it wasn't that good. So I'm looking forward to see what they do with this and where they go. Noop, any thoughts on it?
What game we talking about again?
Tomb Raider
Rise
2.
of the Tomb Raider. You're talking about
my
Best
bad.
Buy.
My bad. Timed exclusive for Xbox. That made a lot of people mad. One,
Sony
because
used to
people
do it
hate
all the
exclusives.
time.
Yeah, one, because people hate that because that other console don't want to support it. Two, they gotta wait for it. However, this is probably going to be game of the year. And this will kick the balls to Sony because what Sony did was smart when they remastered was The Last of Us. The Last of Us is getting like rave reviews, and it's the Angry Joe said it's the best game on next gen right now. And I haven't played it, so I can't speak on that. So I think Microsoft saw that and was like, oh, okay, we got something to compete with that. Boom! Let's give a brand new game that has not been released and living off of its old glory, and bring that new experience next gen, and and bring it exclusive to Xbox One. And that game is going to be so sweet. And if you didn't play the first one, you
Yeah.
definitely need to go back and play that one.
I
man.
didn't finish it. I have it on my laptop though.
Damn.
You need to finish that game, yo. That game is gonna be great, and I'm actually very excited to play it. I hope the multiplayer is a little more interesting this time around.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as a standalone single player, I feel like I got my money worth.
Mugen, your thoughts on Rise of the Tomb Raider?
I'm very interested in seeing where they go towards the new route of this game, because they say that they want to keep it very similar to the Tomb Raider, that one that just came out for 360 and the PlayStation 3. I'm actually trying to see if they're gonna do anything further, like add any new game elements or anything different, because so far a lot of people's comparing to the game as the FEMA Uncharted. So
Yeah.
it's getting a lot of similarities in that sense. So I would like to see the game like flourish in its own, but I wonder if it's going to be more puzzles. Is it going to be more combat? Is it going to be more featured in co-op this time around? Like I'm wondering, what they're going to do.
Right. Alex, your thoughts on Rise of the Tomb Raider?
The fact that it's a timed exclusive will actually like kind of help push Xbox One units.
Hold up.
Yeah,
Wait
his
a minute.
video's behind. Keep going, yo. He's not even talking, yo. Like his conscience is talking.
That was scary.
Yo, what the heck?
Keep going. Just
Yo.
keep going. You're
Yeah,
on your
yeah,
phone right now. That's what we see.
Oh, I'm not on my phone. What the heck?
Exactly.
Yeah, yes,
That's
I
you
have.
what
are.
we see,
Yo, I've been put that down. What the heck?
though. Yo, that's what we see. Keep
Yo, why
going.
his face look like that, yo?
Yo,
Shit
dude, this
jacked
is
me, yo.
scary. Yo, you're on your phone and talking, but your mouth ain't moving, yo.
Yo, I think everybody's on the Wi-Fi and stuff. We got like 8 devices and
Just
stuff.
keep going, though. Just keep
All
going.
right.
Yo.
But,
He said his thoughts is talking.
Yeah,
This is
all right.
conscious.
But for time's sake, what I think for what the
He
heck?
said that face. For time's sake, I'm gonna get serious now.
Dang,
Oh
yo.
my god.
You know what? The chemistry of this show has not changed in my absence in 10 months. This is crazy.
You have to watch this video right when he posted. When you said the time, your whole expression changed. Yo. It's like you really talking from your brain.
You just
yo.
now put
Dang.
down the phone
Yeah, bro.
and just
People
cross your
bother me, yo.
legs.
Yo, people bother me like, hey, Alex, you back? Yo, he Donatello put his foot up like,
No, you know what it looks like? You know what
It
it looks
looks
like?
like you're thinking everything that you said.
Yeah, it's like you're talking out loud and your mouth is not moving. He's like, yeah, these motherfuckers.
yo.
Go ahead. Finish your Tomb Raider, yo.
All right, with Tomb Raider, it's still news to me, so I have to get caught up. But I like the first Tomb Raider. I'm still playing through it, so it remains to be seen.
Okay, that's good.
Yo, what the heck?
Nah, good stuff. Good
Bro,
stuff.
you are like, you're
Yo,
probably
you look-
about 3 minutes behind.
Yo, you in that quantum break, bro.
Yeah,
He
breaking
got
it,
shot with
baby.
that time bubble, yo.
Yo, what happened? Wasn't it synced up before?
All right, yo, don't worry about it. We gotta keep
All right.
time. But
All
I just want to get into the consoles. Noob actually brought this up. The white Xbox One, the Sunset Overdrive bundle, which is $399 without Connect, and then you have the Call of Duty Xbox One bundle, which is $499, which is a 1 terabyte drive without Connect. Let's talk about it.
I'm going first. I'm glad I waited to get my Xbox One. I wanted
No,
the
you're
white
not.
one.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna get the white one. Okay, I was mad. Shut up. I was mad until I saw the white one. I was like, I want that one. I hope they come out with it. I pray they come out with it. Thank you. I'm upset though because I would rather get Call of Duty than Sunset Overdrive. But then my friend told me, hey, they're coming out with a Call of Duty console. The Call of Duty console has a great design on it. The control looks great, stupid awesome. However, you're basically paying $100 more for 500 more gigs of memory when you can take that same $100 and go buy a 1 terabyte, or in some cases, if you catch a sale, a 2 terabyte external drive.
Yeah, just
which
get an
means,
external.
Yeah, which means it's not really a good deal. So, I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm probably more than likely, if things work the way I want them to, gonna get the Sunset Overdrive bundle.
That white one do look nice though. I can't.
That white one is clean, buddy. I gotta put a dust cover on that thing. So, yeah, I mean that's just it. So the bundles are coming. Sony had the Destiny bundle. Speaking of exclusives, Sony had the Destiny bundle with the white console, which I wish Xbox actually would have did that, but because I want Destiny above all. But I'll pass it to the next member, Nelson.
Sorry, what game was we talking about now?
What the? You're talking about the
talking about
white
console
Xbox,
bundles.
the white
The white-
Xbox.
Oh,
Wasn't
right.
Sunset Overdrive.
I've been
Okay.
watching
Okay.
X video.
No. I was reading some information that Sony just released. I'll say that after my little statement.
Okay.
The console thing that they're doing now with the one, I kind of find that strange because yeah, you're trying to keep up with Sony at the same time, but I also heard from excuse me, from Phil, what is it, Phil Spencer, I think his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Phil Spencer actually did not want the Kinect to be a part of the console, and he said
I
he
did see
rather
that.
had
Yeah.
the console itself to be sold at the exact same price as Sony did, so literally it would be neck and neck.
Yeah.
But with this memory expansion thingy, I'm not really too worried about it because if you're a normal PC guy such as myself, you could just buy an external hard drive and add even twice as much more memory. Because with the external hard drives, USB 3.0 only, you're able to put at least up to 16 terabytes of memory onto the actual console, so you can save all your stuff on there. So that honestly, that doesn't really affect me. But for like the new people that just like don't have the console, such as Noop, this would be a great deal for them. But
Yeah. Yeah.
one other thing, real quickly, recent news. Xbox One is now gonna be having its own video player. So all you guys who's been bitching and complaining like, oh, I can't watch my own movies from my external or listen to my own music,
Oh,
you're
no, oh,
getting it.
save that, save that, Nelson, save that, save that. We're gonna get that. Save that.
Yeah, I have that on my
that.
phone. I was gonna bring that
Oh,
up.
okay.
Save
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
you're
Wait,
back in
wait, wait,
sync.
wait, 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 wait. Can I say something else that I just found out though? Sony, which I don't know why they're doing this shit because Xbox One had this thing where they was gonna do a remote play access. Any of you guys remember
Right.
that? That they was
Yeah.
to be initially
Remotely.
featured in the console, right?
Yeah,
Now,
yeah, yeah.
now officially Sony in the next title update, they're gonna do that on their console. So they're gonna be the first ones to actually implement that feature.
Ew.
I just read it
What the
just
heck?
now.
Let me tell you something. The Xbox One and PS4, aside from hardware specs, are going. It's inevitable. They're gonna become the same system. I guarantee you. All the features you can find on one, you'll find it on the other. It's all gonna come down to the exclusive. Maximilian said it. Review Tech USA said it. Angry Joe said it. Watch, it's gonna be the same
But
shit.
what I
And
respect
watch.
about what I respect about Microsoft more, at least, I guess I can say it. Well, I don't want to say it, but the Kinect quote unquote failed. At least they different. They dared to be different with the
They tried to do
Kinect
like
and the whole
Nintendo.
motion thing. I mean, yeah, they tried to do it right and say, all right, let's really separate ourselves. Granted, it didn't work. People didn't want it. You know, the Kinect cost too much. I don't want it. It's $100. I bet if the Kinect was like the same price as the Sony camera, or like $50, a lot of people's minds would have changed. But I think that's what really was dividing the two systems. But now it's looking like it might just be hung out to dry. And like you said, they're kind of becoming the same thing. And it's coming down to exclusives and which controller you prefer and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah. Alex, did you want to expound on the bundles that are coming out and their
You know,
prices?
you see the thing with the bundles, like you guys pretty much hit all the stuff that I would have said. I would just say this: just get what you want, whatever you're comfortable with. Like if you
Yeah.
want that white console, get it. If you want
Looks
the
clean.
Destiny bundle, get it. You know what I mean? And those of you who weren't early adopters of the Xbox One, hey, this is the time to get a system. You have more options than some of us who got it early on. And luckily, I saw one sitting at the PX in Afghanistan, and I grabbed it. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I would have just been getting it now. You know what I mean? So just get what you want. You know, some folks are gonna be like, "Oh, that's stupid." Hey, whatever makes you happy, game on. Get your shit. Like Alpha Omega Sin says. You know what I mean? You know, everybody's gonna have their, preferences. And hey, I got this black one right here, and it's doing just fine. You know, you get the other stuff. That's all I can really say on that.
You
I
just
got
caught up to
something I
the
want to talk
stream
about, but
too.
I don't know. Go ahead. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't want to. I don't want to cut into our time though. Go ahead. Maybe
Okay.
it has to be a separate podcast.
No, you could.
All right, and
Okay.
to close this out, basically I'm gonna. It was Nelson what Nelson was talking about, but I'm just gonna start it up and let him take it. Something I was talking to Demizo about this probably about 2 weeks ago, talking about the new Xbox One update and the DLNA support that is coming, which should have been implemented in from the get-go like the Xbox 360. But what's real special about it this time is the video formats that can be played across the stream. And one of the ones that I've been hoping for is coming true, which is MKV formats. It's about time.
The
Like
system can
no,
handle it.
exactly. No more do I have to re-encode it to AVI. I can just play it straight out. So and they obviously they got different audio formats too that can be played, and you can play video now off external device, which I will let Nelson take that. So go ahead, Nelson.
Yeah, so they was talking about implementing the video player playback now, which is a thing that a couple of people that I know personally that have been wanting that feature, and you could do it right off of the external, or you could do it right off of like a CD, or if you want to do it like streaming through like your actual computer or mobile device and stuff like that. So from what I heard, they haven't really specified all the formats like NKV and stuff like that. But from what I
No,
heard,
actually on the Xbox site they had a list of all the formats, bro. It's bananas. You can do what is it, MTS, which is Blu-ray formats.
yeah,
And
So if
and
you
uh,
have
and video cameras like the camcorders, the
right,
MTS dot something. But yeah,
you
you'll
could
be
do
able to play it at like 90
right.
frames a second. It's crazy.
WMVs, MPEG 1, 2, 3, 4. But go ahead, Nelson. Sorry.
but it's actually going to be quite interesting because a lot of people's been actually waiting for this to actually happen. But since this feature is not going to be implemented, I'm just going to say this because I don't give a shit right now. Xbox, you just found an easy way to get hacked. I'm sorry, like on some real shit. With this video player implementation where every file is now accepted, you just open up a gateway on the external hard drive that can be allowed to be used for any file, and that could be used as a executable file to be opened up.
Exploits.
Yeah, and it could just blow up the console and homebrew whatever is not going to be used. So you better
What's
think
wrong
of
with
this.
that?
It's actually not good for the marketing thing, especially when they've been talking about how they wanted to give up the Xbox division for a long time now because they thought it was a waste of space. This will give them another reason to make that vote a little bit more easier for them. So I'm just saying, like for the norm, you're good. For people like us, we could use this shit as like a crazy exploit and just take advantage of it. And again, with the whole PS4 doing the whole share thingy, apparently you don't even need to have the game to play what they're playing on their console. So say like for an example, if Noop is playing like Gran Turismo 6 on the console, but he got tired. He doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to do nothing. I don't have the game. I could join his game when he sends me an invite, take over for him, and just let him chill
Yeah,
until he wants to like bop
that's
right
kinda
back
it.
That's
in,
slick.
and then opt out whenever ready. And it's seamless. It's no lag, no nothing.
That's slick. All right.
But yeah.
Yeah. Alex, any thoughts on the new update, the Xbox One update?
Those formats, no excuse, Microsoft. That should have come out the gate. It should have came
Yeah,
out at launch.
yeah.
And you know what? Speaking of features, I don't like how I have to snap my Xbox to the 360. Like me and Shinwar were online, I think about a week ago, and I have to, with the video formats and like this should have like the cable box functionality inside of it. You know what I mean? Like some of these things features are coming too late. I think the consoles were rushed and they're just putting the stuff out now. What should have
Right.
happened, hey, take the extra year and a half or whatever to get all the features that you wanted in there. I feel that the 360 still has a little more weight in terms of features than the Xbox One does. Like hell, I can watch cable TV since I have files. I can watch my channels on the 360, but I would have to get a separate box and plug it into the Xbox One and snap it. I'm like,
Yeah.
not wise. They shouldn't have done it like that. That's why the 360 is still getting burned because all those features that should have been in the Xbox One
Yeah.
just aren't there. They're trickling them out. But being that the Xbox One is now going to get all these formats and such, they're like, I guess it takes more time for them to actually outdo the 360 until it's obsolete. But right now, they're behind the eight ball. That should have happened long time ago at launch. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No
and
excuse.
especially playing custom music, streaming custom music,
Yeah, you
that should
can't
have
do
been in
that.
there from the get go. That should have
Yeah.
been in there from the get go.
Yeah.
But That's fine, as long as they put it in there. And I believe they have a program. I don't know if it's like an official program, but they have a feedback section where you can say, if, like, I mean, me and Noop was talking about this. If you have an idea, you can submit it to them. And I think if they get like enough of the same feedback, they'll consider putting that in a future update. So, we
Okay.
come up with ideas, they'll put that in. And I think Noop says something to the degree of, well, they got to pay him for that.
No, you gotta pay me for that idea that I stole from somebody else.
But
Now, I
no,
like one of the ideas one of the guys on IGN had about grouping your friends as you make them. Like, let's say, because I met all three of y'all playing Street Fighter. It had been nice that when I looked at my friends list, met Shinwar on Street Fighter, met Alex on. So when you play that game, you know who to truly invite and who you need to hit up first. So it's like your friends are grouped based on what they play and what you play with them. I thought somebody said that on one of the IGN videos, and I thought that was hot.
Good idea.
If you're listening,
well,
that's all.
I think that covers the topics that we wanted to discuss this evening. We definitely got more, but time allotment. We're definitely going to be coming at you guys with more. Let's go round the table. If anybody have any last minute sayings, anything they want to put out there, starting off with Noop.
Yes, and this is gonna take like 10 minutes. Sorry.
What?
Really quick.
Just let him
First
do
of all,
it.
yeah, it'll be quick. GameStop is coming out with a credit card, apparently. Y'all,
I thought Megan Sin was talking about it. He was going in on them.
Do not get this credit card. Please don't. It's saying that the interest rate on this card would be up to 26.99%. You're basically going to be paying. A game is $59.99. When you add that interest, let's say you get it and you don't pay before your bill comes out, you get hit with interest. That's another $16. So you're basically paying $76 for a game if you don't pay it off or pay it down before your interest hits. Dude, just save your money, do trade-ins, whatever. That will kill you, B. That's rape. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That is rape, yo. That is twice the average credit card percentage in the country of regular credit cards. Moving on. Me and Shinwar have talked about this. Some people say it's a good deal. Some people say it's a bad deal.
Oh God.
The Gamer Club with Best Buy, I think is depending on what type of gamer you are. I think us being the type of gamers we are, especially y'all owning 2 consoles, this is a super fantastic deal. And those of you who don't know about it, it's $120 for 2 years. For 2 years, you get 20% off new games and software. It's a physical purchase.
Holy shit.
You get 10% bonus in trade-ins, 10% off pre-owned games, double points on video games, digital content, and game accessories. By the way, when you reach, I think, 500 or 5,000 points with Best Buy, that turns into a Best Buy gift card.
Hold on, this free advertisement.
I know, right? He's their spokesman.
Shut up. You get 2 points for every dollar when you trade in the game. So, and then they also have a thing where you reserve, let's say I have Destiny reserved. Don't judge me. When I pick up Destiny, because I reserved it with them and pick it up, I get a $10 Best Buy gift card. So if I have this, I will get 20% off the game, plus I will get $10 back that I can use at Best Buy again. So you're basically paying almost like $40 for a new game every time you reserve and pick it up with them. And you get that for 2 years. It's $60 a year. You get your money back by the time you buy about, I say 5-6 games, you pretty much got your money's worth.
So, Noob, I got a question for you. How you reserve a game for a system you don't got?
Go to Best Buy, you say, I'd like to reserve, and then you reserve.
Damn.
Hey, man, I'm weird like that. I don't have my motorcycle yet, but I got a motorcycle jacket already.
You know what? I ain't gonna front. You know what? Hey, man,
Tell myself.
no comment.
Yo,
Alright.
you got to do that, yo. I want the reason I did that with Destiny though is because I wanted the limited edition bundle. Them joints are running out, yo. What's gonna get the one with the little ghost bot? Gone, yo. Nobody got them.
You're out of
Amazon
control.
does.
Nelson, any last minute notations?
Yeah, I actually got a couple of new announcements for the stream and YouTubers alike. Apparently, I was trying to get in contact with Alex yesterday, but he was so sleepy. I guess you'll be hearing about it now. Apparently,
Oh.
as we all know, besides Alex stuffing his face with Doritos and dropping on the floor for roaches,
And still,
Woo!
Twitch is slowly dying. Whether if you believe it or not, it's being taken over by Google, which is the same implement features that they're using on YouTube for copyright infringement over copyrighted music or playback or whatever the case may be. So as of now, if Twitch decides to cop out, if it decides to kill us in the sense of streaming, we will be switching over to something called Hitbox.tv. It's a new streaming server, and we'll be streaming on there for the meantime if Twitch does go out. And the good thing I like about it, it's not much for to get partnership. You only need 100 viewers at a time, and there's no delay. So if I talk, it talks on the stream. There's no minute, 2 minute delay on that. Second thing is, what was the other thing I was talking about? Oh, right, with the whole YouTube content. Some of our podcasts has been getting spliced up a little bit on Twitch. And I know there's been a lot of concerns for some people who's actually love to hear our podcast. So I'm going to work side to side with Alex, and we're going to try, instead of doing this whole Twitch thing with our podcast, we're going to stream it directly to YouTube. There's a stream feature on YouTube, and we're going to directly feed it to the channel. So once we stop the broadcast, it will automatically be rendered on YouTube, and there'll be no more work. It'll be done.
Yeah, because I know some guys like there were some streams that went up, and they're still on the Twitch, but they're not on the YouTube channel. And those who unsubscribed, I think it was like 27 users. Like they were like, "Hey, Alex, how come it's not podcasting?" I'm like, "Go to the Twitch. That's the most active portion until I get back."
Snitch.
You know, it's,
What happened?
but yeah, yeah, so once we do the Google thing, it'll actually be like something we don't have. It's not extra work for us to get it, ported over to YouTube. So that's, to caveat on what Nelson was saying.
Right. And of course, the last thing, guys, I know you guys have been helping us by either subscribing to the channel on YouTube, whether if you're following on twitch.tv, but also for anyone who has donated to us as a whole, helping us get like equipment and stuff like that. I do appreciate you guys. If you guys would like to keep that going, please do so. I already made a new update to the channel where if you do make a donation or you do follow to the channel, your name will be featured on the screen, so it acts like, like a merit. So like, okay, this person is now officially realized, like, okay, you helped out the crew for either donating, and your username will be displayed on the screen with like a little fancy animated GIF that I created. But and that's pretty much it. Just keep on supporting us and keep watching our stuff.
And lastly, Alex Lexus. You want to close this out, sir?
My first podcast back in the United States. I want to thank the entire New Gaming Order crew. Without them, the show might have died. And I will tell you this: Shinwar has done an amazing job. Noop, Nelson, Demizzle, and even the auxiliary members who've been, were holding this thing together. I have to say I'm overwhelmed because it was like when NMO was still running, I came back to a company that was like literally on life support. You know what I mean? And I have to tell the story, Nelson, so that everybody know if it wasn't for you, this would have gone away. You know what I mean? And I want to thank my people. I can't even find the words for it. But now that I'm back, we're gonna take this to the next level. I mean, everybody has contributed, and thank you fans for supporting Nelson. Like he showed me the stubs, from PayPal for those of you who have been donating and keeping things afloat. You know what I mean? Believe me, the contributions that you make actually go towards the show. You know what I mean? Nelson pretty much handles that portion since he does most of the labor work with getting the live stream. But just
Mhm.
know that it's going to the right place and is being used honestly. So we thank you guys very much, it's good to be home. And I wanted to say I'm back like the Juggernaut bitch for 10 months. For 10 months.
Oh
You
my
know what I mean?
god.
So I'm glad to be back
Unbelievable.
with my team. You know, the Ginyu Force is back, gonna handle business. So
Hold
Wow. The whole force that got blown up, yo. We might need to pick
But
somebody who didn't get beat,
oh,
yo.
but you know, on the final note, I'm trying to work on getting folks into Comic Con right now. Me and Shin Jackman already are
hold
in,
on, Alex L. Jackman. Hold on.
but it's difficult because we have to me and Nelson have to work out
The
the whole
logistics.
media pass thing. So we're trying to get that fixed up for the time being. But we're gonna get our status back. But
What's
other
that
than
night
that,
at? What's that? What is that? Night at birth? What is
Under
that?
under night and birth.
Under
that's
night.
only for
Right.
PlayStation or for
Yeah.
Sony systems, right?
Yeah, only on the PlayStation 3 this fighting game is out for. You guys could get it now on the Japanese network, or you could just wait till early 2015 to get the American version.
All right, sweet, sweet. So while Nelson's playing that, thank you guys for keeping this alive. Fans, staff, love you guys, and reunited with the team. And we'll see you next time. So Shinwar, you want to take us off?
Yes, sir. That concludes our podcast, NGO podcast, August 13th, Wednesday evening. Stay tuned for more because we got more news coming at you. Stay tuned. Peace.
Peace.